Russian President Vladimir Putin and US President Donald Trump are expected to meet in person. And Putin has said that he prefers a place like UAE for that meeting to take place. So why does Putin want to meet with Trump? Of course, on the face of it, the discussion is all about ending the war in Ukraine. But why does Putin want this meeting more than probably Trump does? Now, Trump has given Putin multiple deadlines and ultimatums as well, saying there will be consequences if the war is not stopped in Ukraine, if there's no immediate ceasefire. Recently, President Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff, also met with President Putin. And that was a meeting that both sides have called good and constructive. But nothing really has come out of the meeting, but it certainly does the base work and the groundwork for the meeting that could take place soon. Now, what's on the mind of President Putin? There is, of course, one side that talks about Putin wanting to hold on to more territory in Ukraine. Some estimates suggest that currently Ukraine is about to lose more than 1,700 square kilometers of land. But is that really Russian President Vladimir Putin's true focus? Experts and analysts who have looked at Russia and have observed how Putin has done business in the past says that's not really the focus of the talks. What in fact Vladimir Putin is looking out for is primarily a few assurances. One, that Ukraine will not join NATO. Two, that NATO will not have any of its forces stationed in Ukraine. And three, there is a political dispensation in Ukraine that is not hostile to Russia. Now, these experts say are more important for Putin to achieve in terms of his objectives rather than to hold on to territory. Currently on the battlefield, Russia holds on to about 1,700 square kilometers of land in areas like Kharkiv and Sumy. And these regions are important to Ukraine. And we're not even talking about the other regions like Donetsk. Now, these Russia has so far not clearly called them as annexed territories. That in itself, analysts are saying, is an indication that Russia may be willing to make some concessions if they want to truly arrive at a ceasefire. And that is something that Putin seems willing to even talk about. So why does he want to meet with President Trump? The decision to meet with President Trump is that Putin already knows that Trump does have a bit of a soft corner for Russia, even though in the recent past he has been making comments that seem more confrontational. Yet Putin feels that if he's in the same room as President Trump, he probably has a better chance of convincing him of what Russia intends to achieve in the case of the ceasefire and to put an end to this war. Remember, President Trump definitely has something on his agenda, which is an attempt to fully bring this war to an end. It will be a big feather in his cap if he manages to do that. It's a promise he had made on his campaign trail. In fact, it's a promise he had said that he will end the Russia war in Ukraine in 24 hours. Of course, as it turns out, these things take time. But what President Trump and President Putin could achieve is possibly a long-lasting peace if President Putin can also come out of the meeting feeling like this could be something he could call a victory. Also, President Trump has said at the moment that there is no question of bringing in President Zelenskyy of Ukraine just yet.
Does Putin have to meet with Zelenskyy in order and before you and Putin have to meet? Or
No.
Are you hoping for?
It's something even Russia has not agreed on just yet. Even though Russia is not completely closed to the option in the initial stages, President Putin does not want President Zelenskyy to be part of that meeting. He wants it to be a bilateral. Let's see where things go. For more such stories, subscribe to SNG News, hit the like button and follow for more news updates.